is that people are becoming afraid of associating with the church. People are becoming afraid of associating, especially leaders, associating with the church and associating with God, because when you associate with the church too closely, they say you are following in the footsteps of William Ruto. It's not just the president, but very many leaders have shown a lot of disdain for the church, and they've made a church a place where young people don't want to go. So when you go to churches, you find, older people, but young people are staying at home. They don't want to go to church because they don't see it as a rock of ages where they can hide and be safe. And they don't see it as a fountain of justice. And they don't see it as a source of truth. And that is exactly what the enemy wants us to do. He wants to create as much disrespect as he can for the church so that we don't worship God. But everything we have now is because there's a God in heaven. In fact, even those who say they don't worship God, when they are involved in an accident, the first thing they say is, "Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God." And they say this God, they don't worship him. We are proud of the God that we worship. We are not ashamed of him. And in fact, in everything we do, we want him to be glorified. We want to decrease as he increases. We want God to be seen in every single thing that we do, because he's the source of our values. Everything we say we are: integrity, honesty, transparency, accountability. Those are the values of God. They are not the values of men. So all those things that we want, we have them because God is there. So let's worship this God truly. And I hope, since I'm a young person and many young people in our country, including older people, but mostly young people, look up to me, I'd like to convince them, by reason of my living, that this God is worth being worshipped. Yeah, so to carry myself with a lot of dignity and honor, to the extent that they also want to worship the God that I worship. And that is my mission, actually. My mission is to bring back honor to the name of God and to leadership in our country, to bring back accountability and integrity. As long as God is there, he is my strategy. I may not be...
So Morara Kebaso has just come out to say that majority of the leaders now feel like if they associate with the church, they will be crucified and accused of going the Ruto way. But the reality is maybe they want to be in the church for their own being and the Christianity purposes and the seeking of God, but they also come and utilize the masses. Now remember, churches are one of the places where there is natural masses, or the people come together almost each weekend and almost twice or thrice each week, but mostly on the weekend the numbers gather in churches and they talk about the gospel of the Lord. So Morara has just said that indeed the church is being taken in a wrong direction. This is after the president utilized it as a campaigning weapon and used it extensively to gain for his own benefit. Now that the church has been used, or the church has been exposed that far, it raises some serious concern that now even churches don't want anything to do with the leaders.